Ladies and gentlemen, we just had another member here in our private group get accepted into a prop firm, myforexfunds. He took the challenge 3 months ago. He ended up passing phase one. He passed phase two. I asked him if he could come into one of our 2 week calls that we have in our private group and to share any tips and knowledge onto the new guys or any of the veterans or any people looking to get funded. Just so you guys can get to know his backstory, this is Judah. He is from the United Kingdom. He has been trading for 2 years now. And actually, on his birthday, this is when he joined the Moneyball trading group. It was his own birthday present to himself. That's a smart man right there. He understands the importance of investing in himself. Now he's a funded trader. All right, so congratulations to him. He wrote back to me after 3 months saying this has been an amazing opportunity so far. I learned so much in the 2x weekly recordings that we have. Whenever I post trade ideas, trade reviews, Austin is there to help me ASAP. I can always give him a call anytime. Thank you so much, Judah. I really appreciate that. But just last week, he reached out and told everybody, I have now been in this group for 8 months, and I am now officially a funded trader. Congratulations, my friend Judah. You earned it. You invested in yourself. You put in the work. I really believe anybody can do it if they are willing to put in the work, and those are the traders I want to work with. If you guys would like to join the Moneyball Trading Program and be potentially the next funded trader, moneyballtrading.com. That will all be in the description below where you can join, where my goal is to bring traders consistently profitable in 90 days or less. Okay, enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Tips that you want to provide anybody? Was there any, like, what was the main reason that you joined, right away after on your birthday?
Uh, I mean, like you said, man, like about a year ago, I've just been binge watching your playlist on YouTube, and I felt like you explained the methodology clearer and supply and demand clearer than anyone else, in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, so I binge watched all of it, and I remember reaching out to you on Twitter, I think, right on Twitter like a year ago, and I was asking you some questions, and I was just amazed how you just got back to me within a few hours. If you DM any other Instagram trader, they ain't gonna get back to you, within
Or they
the next
tell you
few
to
hours.
sign up. They say you got to
Oh
sign
yeah,
up to learn the
exactly.
secrets. That's why I
So
share a lot of stuff, is because the thing is people just won't put in the work. And I slowly changed my mindset now to say, like, I really believe anybody can become consistently profitable if they are willing to put in the work. The people that are willing to put in the work, it's a very high chance that that person will make money.
yeah, yeah. I
What was
mean,
the main Go on, go on, go on.
no, no. So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what was the main problem that I think you ran into once you joined?
It's sticking to the plan because I mean I know the plan works, right? So it's just sticking to the plan, and I feel like it took me such a long time to develop that discipline. Because after every loss, I used to just tweak the methodology. I used to tweak this, tweak that, tweak this, and once you run into those losing streaks, you think you're doing something wrong. So I just keep going back and tweaking small stuff, and so one time I just sat down and I really reviewed because I take screenshots, right? So all my trades I take, I screenshot it and I comment and I annotate, my analysis. So I felt like going back then analyzing all my trades, all my positions, that told me basically what was working, what was not working. And from there, I formulated the last and final methodology according to me, right? And then from there, yeah, I just stuck to it. And I felt like that helped me pass my funded challenge because I mean I did go through like a 4 or 5 losing streak during my challenge, and I was down like 2-3%. And if anyone does do the challenge, if you're down 3-4%, it is scary. You start to get all sorts of emotions. So I stayed true to my plan, and literally the next trade, I basically made back all my wins. I mean, all my losses and plus more. So it's just really sticking to the plan. Trust your edge. Really, to be honest, that's the one thing that I'd say.
It's a lot easier to say that, easier said than done, because if somebody comes in, they like, oh, it works because Austin says it works, right? It's totally different
Oh
versus
yeah,
if you go
100%.
through the gauntlet and you see it working yourself, or you review your own trades and you're like, hey, this actually would be making me money if I stuck to my rules. It's a completely different shift in your mind than if you hear somebody say it, than if you actually review and you see it for your own eyes, you know? It's like if you go into a haunted house, I stay out of the haunted house, but Judah and Clay run into the haunted house. And I don't go in because I know it's haunted. I've heard stories, but I don't know for sure. You guys don't believe it. You guys go in. 5 minutes later, you guys come running out. And you guys come to me and you guys are all sweating and huffing and puffing. I'm like, what happened? You're like, we saw a ghost, and you actually saw a ghost. You are going to have a different belief system than me. I'm like, yeah, they probably saw a ghost. It's probably real, but you know for sure it's real, you know, because you literally saw it with your own two eyes, right?
Yeah, no,
So
I mean 100% with that. Yeah,
yeah, and it's
always.
nice because I also like this back testing tab. It's really good because you can hear back from other people, see what's working, see what's not working, right? That's what I think is the most valuable tab in the group in my eyes, especially for more experienced traders. And once you hit that 2-3 month stage, and I think you shared your back testing results in here, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was making use of this.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
yeah, it's somewhere. I always tell people after this third month, go read this from top to bottom just to get general ideas of what people are doing and what's working for them, you know? So you can find Judah's post in there. Who'd you sign up with, by the way? Funded.
I went for myforexfunds.
It's nice because those guys give you that 30-day extension, and others might do it, but I think as long as you're break even, you're $1 up, they'll give it to
Oh,
you,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. They're more
So
flexible and it's also
yeah.
cheaper. And I think the profit target is slightly
Yeah,
less on
yeah, that's
phase
right. They
one.
give
Yeah,
you a 8% profit target,
correct,
right?
correct.
Instead of
Yeah,
10%, which is a big difference. That's 20% less that you need to achieve. And you basically have 60 days to get 8%, which is, you look at it like that, that's doable versus a lot of these other ones is 10% within 30 days. And if you don't have 5%, if you're not up 5%, then you don't qualify,
Is the
right?
drawdown for the challenge 10 for my Forex funds, or is it 8?
it's 12, I believe.
Overall downtrend is 12, but the thing that sucks about those guys is something they got to change is that daily drawdown rate is
5%.
5%, 5%. So
That's
if you're up,
FTMO too is also 5%. So that's kind of like the industry standard.
yeah, but you can be in a trade, if I recall. Like if you're in a trade on my Forex funds and you're risking $2,000, you're going for a 2-to-1, right? So you're trying to make 4,000, but prices go up 1-to-1, so you're up 2,000, and then reverses and stops you out. You lose on your daily drawdown $4,000. It's based off of balance, I think it is, or equity. Equity.
Equity, yeah, that's how FTMO is too.
Really? I don't think it is.
No, it's equity based. It is.
If you're up
Yeah.
$2,000, like technically you're up $2,000, even though you haven't locked up any percentage. So if that thing drops and you go down and you stop out on your trade, you only lose $2,000, but for the day you're down 4,000, which screws a lot of people out of their account because of that rule. How did you handle the second phase? Pretty
For
simple.
me,
Go back to normal.
the first phase it took me 4 weeks, approaching 4 weeks. And the second phase, I passed it literally in one trade. I got super lucky, man.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, just be careful because a lot of people end up losing their first account. They get funded, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they start gambling. They don't trade their plan. They trade stupidly. They go higher risk. Like, don't fall for that trap, right?
yeah. No, literally. Yeah, I mean, I risked like 1%, and then I was targeting 5-to-1, right? And then literally just got hit, and I was like, okay, well, I'm done.
So now I wouldn't even be risking 1% because like I would be dropping down to honestly 0.75 at the most.
I do 0.5 right now. Yeah,
0.5 to
yeah,
0.75 and do not go above 0.75. I just think if gaps happen or if you're in two positions and they both go against you rapidly,
yeah, right,
you're up
yeah,
2% on them. Stuff like that can happen, right? And it would just suck to lose somebody's funded account because of that rule of you risking 1% and then you lose it because you hit the 5% drawdown rule because that rule continues, right? And I think
yeah, yeah.
depending
No,
on
you're
how
right.
good of a trader you are over time, they might relax that rule if you've been trading with them for a while. But if you're new, they're just going to take that account away from you.
What time
And
frames were you using mostly?
Um, Pretty much the same, to be honest. 4 hour, 1 hour higher time frame, and then I do drop down to the 5 minute. Occasionally, I mean, if the supply zone is clear on like 10 minute or the 15 minute, sometimes even the 3 minute. So like what I've recently started doing is sometimes if you go down to like the exotic time frames, the 6, 7, 8 minute, you find a clearer supply zones, like one base candlestick, and they do perform. So it's mix and match, if you ask
Mhm.
me.
Yeah, you got good trades, man. Like euro pound uptrend, 4 hour uptrend, price pulling back into 4 hour demand. Agree. Look for buying opportunities 100%. You go down to that 5 minute, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, confirmation, buying the pullback. It's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, literally.
It's the same damn setup. If you had any tips to give people trying to pass a funded challenge, what would they be?
Yeah, I mean, if it's your first take, I mean, people just see because again, like I was trading, as you know, Austin, I was using a very small account size before. So going for the funded challenge, seeing the drawdown, in equity in real time, minus, a couple of tens,
Mhm,
few hundred, like it does intimidate someone. So
mhm.
I say stick to a lower lot size, 0.5 risk, build that buffer, if 2, 3% buffer, and then if you really want, you can then go for that 1% risk. But yeah, just don't go for a stupid, like crazy account challenge, like straight away to 100K, because seeing that numbers fluctuate, in equity is going to scare you. So I say start off relatively small and then, build your way up.
Fair enough. I would disagree with you on some of that. People, it depends where you are around the world. Money buys different values, right? Your money goes further in different countries, right? So somebody like me, a $10,000 account is not going to do anything. A $50,000 account, sure, it's going to be nice, but 100,000, me being a first world person from Canada, that makes more of an impact, right?
Oh,
But
100%.
somebody
Yeah,
from
yeah.
India, $10,000, that will go a lot further, right? So it's definitely different for them than it is to me. So that's what I can understand. But if you're
Yeah, no,
living
makes
in
sense. Yeah.
the United Kingdom or Canada and you're trying to trade off of a $10,000 account on a funded
Well, yeah,
account,
it's
great. That's awesome if you pass, but I think ultimately they should be going for like a 50K minimum. That's what I say.
My take on it
yeah,
is if you get that first $10,000 funded account, that doesn't have to be the end of it. And for me, I'm going for just the $10,000 one because it's going to be kind of like a confidence building thing too,
Yeah.
and actually having like real money on the line, just and kind of
yeah,
stacking them up. So my goal is to just kind of take them one at a time and just double the capital when I start getting them.
yeah. No, I
Okay.
like that because they also, if you're profitable after 3 months, right, they do up your account size by like I think 25%.
Yep.
So, and I feel like then you can leverage that and then fund your next challenge. So with the profits, so it's less pressure on yourself. But yeah, I agree.
Nubs, you're new, man. You've been in here for about 3 weeks, man. Do you have any questions that you want to share with them?
No, I'm good actually. Thank you.
Yeah. What would you give any new guys that are coming into the program for the first month, first week to a first month? What would you tell them? Anybody looking to get into trading or just getting started with the program here?
Definitely. I mean, Austin was preaching, read the course material over and over again. I mean, that was the best thing that I've done during the first month. Keep reviewing the course material because the first time you read it, it's not really gonna stick, and just keep rereading it and backtest, just backtest the shit out of like the first few months. Just keep backtesting, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's how I managed to create my methodology based on what I see works. Because Austin can give me his exact trading plan, and I won't make money. Just go backtest it yourself, and you will see what works with your own eyes. I feel like that's it, man. Yeah, that's it from me, Austin.
All right. Let's
I
end
just
it
want to
here.
say, Austin, thank you so much for teaching me the basics, teaching me give me that head start, and for I don't know, it's everything. Just being in Discord with everyone does definitely help. As Austin says, being around like-minded traders, it does really help.
We love you. Thank you guys for listening to this video on Judah's journey to becoming a funded trader through the Moneyball Trading Program. If you would like to be the next trader to get funded, then you can head over to moneyballtrading.com and you can join the private group there. That will all be in the description below, and that's where you can get your free training. If you guys would like to reach out to me on social media anytime, no problem. Moneyball Austin, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And if you guys did really enjoy this video, I really appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe, notifications on. If you have any questions about trading, don't hesitate to ask them down below in the comment section, as I will reply to them in detail. All right, have a great day. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.